Good afternoon, friends. I am greatly heartened to see so many of you here. Thank you very much. Now, I feel very strongly about Sika and the 6.9 million population because I love my country like every one of you and I care. That's why I'm here. And that's why you are here. Now, Sika is short for Comprehensive Economic Cooperation Agreement that was signed between India and Singapore in 2005. The whole discussion started in about 2003, but it was finally concluded in 2005. Now, under SICA, among many other things, it is not just intra-corporate transfer, it is not that or enabling our sovereign wealth funds to invest in Indian companies. No, it's not just that only. It is a lot more. Like, for example, the avoidance of two-way, double taxation. But today I will only touch on what concerns every one of us, and that is intra-corporate transfer. When the Singapore government approached India government to allow our sovereign wealth fund to invest in India, there were certain legal hindrance that disallow that. So in order to make it easier, you get what you want. Singapore government, Temasek Holding, you get what you want, and they get what they want. There was a series of discussions. And so what happened was that we allowed 127 professions. These are not workers. Now, these are not Bangladeshi workers or maids. These are people wearing long sleeve coat, putting on tie, going to work. These are the employment pass holders and the S pass holders. Employment pass holders are people who are able to bring their families to Singapore. You follow so far? So, in other words, the government has shortchanged Singaporean. We have surrendered a lot of our good jobs, well-paying jobs, to the Indians in order for Temasek to invest in the Indian companies, such as ICICI or Bank or Reliance or maybe even Tata, big Indian companies. So after close to 15 years, what do we get? After close to 15 years, we look at Temasek. Their returns were not impressive at all. Then we look at our people. What do we get? A lot of our people were displaced, replaced, ended up as Grab taxi drivers. It's very, very sad, you know. If you know personal friends, it is very, very, very sad. All the education, all their experiences, all their contacts, many other things have gone to waste that they could have otherwise, add value to our economy. So that is SICA in short. And intra-corporate transfer, what is that? For example, India can send corporate intra, just like intranet, within the organizations, they can send their professionals from India to Singapore. And who will follow? Their families will follow. So I think Singaporean, even if you go for interview, the chances are quite obvious. Okay. I think we have been shortchanged, betrayed. I use my words very carefully. I think we have been shortchanged a great deal by the PAP because of their greed. Greed has blinded them. Greed has blinded them and they don't have the courage to admit to the people. And as a process, our people have been shortchanged a great deal. I think that is very bad. Any Singaporeans who disagree are Singaporeans who are either stubborn, blind, stupid, and that kind of stupidity is stupidity of the highest level. Hard to find anywhere in the world. Now, I will talk a little bit. I have another two more speakers. I will not take too much of their time. I will talk a little bit about the 6.9 million Singaporeans. If we are not able, if the government is not able to create better employment opportunities for our people, despite decent educations that we have, English speaking, worldwide, IT literate and everything. So you just go for the easy way, and the easy way is labor. Just import more people. What happened? Think further, 10, 20 years, 30 years down the road. These people, foreigners coming to Singapore, they don't come here to make babies for you Singaporean. They come here to earn money. And if they stay unmarried, they will only add on to our total fertility rate and our old age problem. They will only compound our problem. Then what happened? Then their baby become our baby. Now we are looking after our parents, our in-laws. Going forward, our children will have to look after their parents, their in-law, and also foreigners who are already old in Singapore. This is a damn stupid policy. We don't need PAP generals or scholars to smoke you any further. You just need common sense, clear mind, and dare to think. And you will get to the answer. That's all. Because foreigners don't come here to make babies for you, no? They come here to make money. But if they stay unmarried and under-reproduce, under-replace themselves, then when they are old, their problem become our problem. This is a very stupid policy of the PAP government. By then, this current generation of PAP leaders will all be retired, and then our children will have to bear very heavy burdens. So when we vote, we not only vote for ourselves. I always have a photograph of my children in front of me, remind me when I cast my vote. You never go wrong. Then you will know what to do. Next, lastly, last 2-3 minutes. I say no to 6.9 million, not because I am xenophobic, no. I say no because we are already a very dense society. We are a very small place. Never bite off more than you can chew. Otherwise, you will choke to death. Because with 6.9, what will happen is that cost of living will go up. Stress level will go up. Livability of this place will go down. Crime will go up. A lot of bad things will go up. Tension among people will also go up that the ministers will never encounter in their everyday life. So let us not kid ourselves. Anything that is good for Singapore, I'm there. Anything that is bad for Singapore, I will not pretend. I will spoil out as well. I thank you very much.
Let's give a hand. Simon Lim, big hand, Simon Lim. Right, we wave the flag together, okay, Singapore? Simon, right, let's shout the slogan too, together. Say no! Say no! To SIGA! Say no! Say no! To 6.9! Say no! Say no! To PAP! Thank you, Simon. Thank you, Simon.